Hello, hello. How is everyone? Crow, hello. Nai, hello. Palm, hello. How are you guys? Astra's probably eating right now. Actually, I was snacking earlier. I didn't really eat. I usually don't like eating before streams. But yeah, I was snacking on things. How did you know? um, but yeah, I don't really have much planned in all honesty. We're just gonna talk and probably reminisce. I was planning. Brony, hello, hello. How are you? How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Um, yeah, I was planning to do a watch along of debut stream, but then I saw the first 5 minutes of it. I'm like, yeah, no, 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 no. I'm gonna burn that bridge right now. We're not gonna do that because I feel like I'm gonna punch my monitor. Maybe we'll do that next year. For the 5th year, I feel like that would be something to reminisce about. Now I'm like I don't want to listen to beginning Astra because she's very punchable. Oh. Da-da-da. I'm sure you didn't want tummy rumbles live on air. Oh, actually, recently, speaking of tummy rumbles, I don't know what's going on, but in the morning, okay, I probably know what's going on. But anyways, in the morning when I'm working, my stomach has been rumbling really loudly recently. That people actually turned and like looked at me in the lab. Maybe it's because I don't eat breakfast, but I can't eat breakfast in the morning. It's not it's not something that I'm used to doing. But yeah, it was like really loud. I think on Tuesday. Literally, it sounded like my stomach was like gonna eat itself because it was so loud. It was kind of embarrassing. But anyways, yeah, tummy rumbles. I've been having that a lot lately. Nothing. Hello, hello. How are you? How are you doing? Lyrical, hello, hello. How are you? How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. I'm good. Thanks for asking. I'm glad you're doing well. Coward, I know. You should know me by now. I am a coward. How did you know? Yeah, but 4 years. Can you believe some of you guys have been listening to me yap for 4 years straight? How are you not like sick of me by now? You can fix it by eating. That's true, but the thing is, it's like growing up, I don't really eat breakfast. It wasn't really a thing for me. So even now when I do eat breakfast, it actually gives me like a tummy ache. I haven't tried it recently, but like a couple of years back when I tried to be more quote unquote healthier and I did that, it didn't work out. So I'm like, forget it. My body just does not want to eat in the morning. Like literally I can't eat anything until like maybe 11. Like when 11 o'clock hits, then my body's like, okay, yeah, you can eat now. But yeah, anything before that is like, no. Sadly. Kizara, hello, hello. How are you? Happy anniversary. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Also, yeah, you should save the debut watch along for another anniversary, which is anniversary in which you have an even larger audience. What? Yeah, so then everyone can point and laugh. Oh my god. But yeah, debut Astra was so much different. Voice-wise too. Oh my god, think about if I kept that voice. Maybe we would have attracted more questionable people if I did. I wish I can say I was well. I've been sickish this entire month. Oh no, nothing. I'm sorry to hear that, but hopefully you've been well. I've been doing okay. I'm getting better from my sickness. I did have like a weird like cough this morning, but it's going away. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Nothing. Have you been drinking a lot of water and getting enough rest? That usually helps a little bit. Space Root, hello, hello, how are you? Good morning to you. Congratulations for 4 years. I know. 4 years. Can you believe? This is like the most dedication I have. In all honesty, because when you think about it, I haven't really had any like major like breaks in between. So it's kind of like I've been constantly streaming for like 4 years straight, which is like, dang, that's a lot of commitment. Who would have thought? Oh, I'm wrapping gifts for a birthday party on Saturday. Oh, hopefully you don't have too many gifts to wrap. I literally hate wrapping. Christmas time is the worst because I put it all at the last minute and I have to wrap everything and I'm just like, yeah, I hate it. And then it gets to a point where I'm like, can I just throw everything in a bag and just throw like tissue paper on top? But yeah, wrapping is not my favorite thing. Yapping is the best part. That's what you think until we go like super AWOL and I like talk about the most randomest things. Ooh, speaking of randomest things, I went down another rabbit hole, but we'll talk about that in a second. These rabbit holes always happen when I'm about to go to bed. I don't know why. Maybe that's when like I'm like laying down and my brain's like, you know what? Instead of sleeping, maybe you should be thinking about this. Oh, and congrats on 4 years or whatever. Wow, why are you such a tsundere? What are you trying to do there, huh? But thank you. Thank you for the congrats. Not even like a breakfast bar? Yeah, no, my body literally... Like... Yeah, literally liquids are fine. Like I can drink like water and like tea and stuff. That's totally fine. But if it's like any food-wise thing, yeah, my body's like, nope, not having it. And then I feel like crap for like a couple hours until like 11 o'clock hits. And then my body's like, okay, yeah, no, you're good now. How are those kids doing? They're doing good. Yeah, they've been good. The weather has been like kind of warming up a little bit, so they're excited for like summer, which is nice. Just eat a granola bar or something. You would normally eat if you push through. You might be able to overcome it. Yeah, I think I only did that for like a week, and I got like I was sick of like being kind of like, yeah, I was sick of my stomach hurting. So I'm like, screw it. That's just like more. My body's just telling me that I shouldn't eat in the morning, but maybe I should start doing that again. Maybe I'll go with like, I don't know, a yogurt. But yeah. Debut Astra still had the mask on. I know. Can you believe Debut Astra was trying so hard not to like throw out her Canadian like ness out? I'm trying to think of the right word, but I was trying so hard in the beginning. I was like making sure I was like spelling things like non-Canadian way and speaking without my A's. But yeah, I don't even know what happened. I don't think I kept that facade on for too long. I think I like just broke. I don't know when, but it just like, yeah, screw it. This is too hard. My brain can hardly function to remember to focus, like, be more American. Obviously, I failed that. Never saw Debut Astra. You don't need to see Debut Astra Space Room. You don't need to see her. She's an embarrassment. We hide her in the closet and we don't talk about her, is what it is. Water and rest, yeah. But even with it, I haven't been feeling it. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Nothing. Hopefully, maybe it's just like the weather kind of thing. 32 of them. Wait, you have to wrap 32 presents? At that point, I would just throw them all into bags. That's too many. I was going to do bags, but the kids really want to... true. If it's for kids, they like destroying wrapping paper, so I guess that makes more sense. You're projecting? No. That's what I read from your sentence there. What about a smoothie? I haven't really tried a smoothie. Usually, I don't have time in the morning to make a smoothie, in all honesty. I'm usually literally only have probably 45 minutes before I have to run, like, leave the house to go to work. And those are on the days when I actually wake up with my alarm clock. Um, when was it? I think it was it Wednesday? I don't know if it was Tuesday or Wednesday, but I literally woke up super late. So I literally only had like probably 20 minutes to get ready and leave the house. I was like a wreck. I got to work and literally my coworker was like, "What the hell is wrong with you? Why do you look like this?" I'm like, don't question it. You should be lucky I'm actually here on time." But yeah, that was like stressful. That was a stressful morning. Hmm. Start small, at least, yeah. Maybe change what you're eating normally with, oh, normally we'll get, your hunger in the morning. Yeah. Maybe I should start with like a trail mix or nuts or something. Maybe that's a good, like, little thing to eat in the morning. I just never have like the time in the morning to actually make anything or pack anything. I should. Actually, my mom's been on my case um the last couple of years because she's like, "Oh, why don't you eat breakfast?" I'm like, "You know why I don't eat breakfast, mother? Because you never gave me breakfast as a child. So it was never like something that I did." And yeah, she's all like, "Oh, why don't you eat like oatmeal in the morning?" I'm like, A, I don't have time to make it, and B, I don't like eating oatmeal. That's like a old person thing. You know? That's like old people thing when they don't have teeth. I'm like, "No, I don't want it." Um, well, in any case, I gotta get ready for the gym, so I'll have to leave now. You'll probably still be here yapping by the time I come back anyways. Have fun. And thank you for dropping by. Jesus, yes, I'll probably still be yapping for a little bit, but enjoy your gym. And stop talking about the dung beetle. Get out of here. The gremlin knows as Astra Hono broke containment very quickly into her streaming career. Basically. To be fair, American and Canadians sound the same to me. I think there's just certain words. There's certain words that we use are a little bit different. And the pronunciation of it. But yeah, basically, yeah, if you don't live in the US or in Canada, you'll probably think that we sound the same. Which we most likely do most of the time. Make it the night before. True. I could do that. But then I'm always just too lazy. I should probably start doing that. Or maybe just buy like the singular yogurt things and then just throw it into my bag. Well, I'm 90% sure it's the weather. It's been a constant temperature range between 20 degrees since the end of March. In the morning, it's like 4 degrees, and then it'll be 28 in the afternoon. Oh my god, I can't speak. That's what's happening recently. This week has been really weird. Like, we get 2 days that are like super hot. And when I say super hot, it's like, okay, wait, let me bust out the conversion calculator. Okay. Yeah, so recently it's been like 20 degrees Celsius, so it's like what, 68 degrees Fahrenheit for like 2 days straight. And then the next 4 days, it drops all the way down to like, I think it was -10, so it would be like 14 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's been like weirdly like really different changes in temperature, and it's throwing me off. 68, oh crap. Yeah, it's like really weird. So I can't even plan out like my jacket. Like some days I bring a jacket and I'm like dying of a heat stroke, and then days that I accidentally bring like a thinner one, I'm like freezing. But yeah. I have a smoothie in the morning most days. I make smoothie blocks. Oh, and throw them in a few blenders with milk in the morning. That is true. That's a that's a smart thing to do. But then I'm worried about like if I don't use it, the smoothie blocks will get like freezer burnt, and I hate the freezer burnt taste. So, yeah. Like planning it out is probably better, but then it's like if I don't use it, I feel bad because I waste it then. Your mom's like, you had to sustain yourself and get your homework, basically. Protein shakes? I feel like protein shakes only work when you're actually working out. I feel like since I don't work out and if I drink a protein shake, I'm gonna be like 600 pounds by the end of it. Which is like, I don't know if I want to be that 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 heavy, you know? Mhm. My usual breakfast in the morning is usually just a small chicken patty. Oh, and something to drink. That sounds pretty good. My brother has been, for the last while, he's been eating like a boiled egg in the morning. And then he told me to do that, but I'm like, I like eggs, but I don't want to have an egg in the morning and then go to work. Because then you have like weird egg breath. And that's kind of gross. And ain't nobody gonna eat it and then go brush their teeth again, okay? I don't have enough time to do that in the morning. Oh, I have 4 block mold. I can only make 4 at a time. Oh, okay. So at least you're not making too much at a time. You can also, try turkey sausage and turkey patties. Oh, turkey sausages are actually really good. When I go to have brunch with my family at like restaurants and stuff, when they have like turkey sausages, it kind of makes me a little bit happy. 'Cause I actually like the taste of it. But yeah, brunches are usually at like 11, 12-ish for my family. So that's why I can go out and eat it and be okay. Anything earlier than that, I'm like, yeah, no, not happening. On the plus side, if someone gets in your face, they'll immediately stop. True. A deterrence for people that I don't like, but it also deters people that I somewhat can deal with. Be like in my own like little bubble because I ate some eggs in the morning. Oh, I think turkey is supposed to be easy on the stomach. Oh, I didn't know that. That's kind of interesting. Maybe because it's also leaner. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. I'm just pulling things randomly out of nowhere. But yeah. So, what? I guess we can reminisce. What can we even reminisce about? How much I talk about the most randomest things. Oh yeah, speaking of like my rabbit hole I went down. What was I thinking about? Basically, I was just laying in bed and then randomly I just thought of like why do your fingerprints get left behind when you touch things? And then I started Googling and it's basically because of like oil on your hands. But the thing is your hands don't produce the oil, but it's like the oil of like your body. When you touch like your face and stuff, it gets onto your hands and then it would then transfer the oil to your fingertips. And then it would leave fingerprints with your sweat and whatever. But yeah, I went down a rabbit hole of that because I'm like, fingerprints, how does that happen? You gotta shower for a reason. True. Basically, you just gotta hand sanitize your hands before touching things or wear gloves. Do not leave fingerprints. Why would you not want to leave fingerprints? I don't know what you're doing. Just like, you know, a little thing to put in the back of your mind when you think about it. But yeah, that's a mini rabbit hole I went down. I'm like, fingerprints, how? Why? Basically just make a strong fruit, veggie smoothie, then pour some of it in the mold. Make 4 blocks and mix it with the rest of the milk and drink it. Yeah, I guess I could probably do that. I'll just probably start with yogurts first, just in case I make these smoothies and it doesn't work out. um, but yeah. Um, yeah, 4 years. It's been so long now that talking about hiding crimes just feels natural here. I know. I feel like there can't be a day when I'm doing a just chatting that I don't talk about like something related to like crime documentaries or crime in general. Which is like, when did this start? I feel like that facade has been lifted fairly early in like in my streaming career. I don't think I really try hiding it. But yeah, I think that's just like you're expecting me to talk about something like that in any just chatting stream or any stream in general when I open my mouth to talk. Um Unknown, hello, hello, how are you? The boldest of crimes. I know, right? I, I wonder what the very first time was. That's what I was thinking too. Because I'm like, how did this even happen? I'm good. I'm glad you're good. I don't know. I feel like it was very gradual of me just randomly talking about like a crime documentary that I was watching at the moment. I think that was like the first time I probably talked about it, and then the floodgates opened, and then I'm just like, okay, since I already put it on to the stream once, might as well just talk about it all the time. And then that's what happened. Hey, at least it's not going down the nuke world rabbit hole, just like in Fallout. You know what? I did have like a mental thought about that. Not recently. It was like probably, I think I talked about it on stream once. But yeah, it's like randomly I would have like thoughts about like a hard reset for the world. I don't know why. You get into those mindsets sometimes. Well, I get into that mindset sometimes just thinking. I'm like, maybe it would be better. Hope you and everyone are doing well. I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting better from my mini sickness. Sickness as in like a common cold that I had like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. I'm doing better. Oh. But yeah. And it's so funny. You know how, oh, I guess in my debut stream, I did talk about like doing more collabs and stuff and meeting more people. It's funny because in the 4 years I've been streaming, I have only been streaming with the same people. Basically, it's nothing Lily and Babs in one way or another. I feel like that is my collab group. Is it ever gonna get bigger? Most likely not. I might maybe have like a random like collab with someone. I don't have anything planned. Don't get your hopes up. I'm just saying like most likely I might have like a collab someday with someone else. But I feel like you'll be seeing a lot of my collabs just being with those three. I think it's because I'm just so comfortable, in all honesty. It's like, it's hard to find people that you're comfortable to talk with openly. I think that's like the thing that is hard to get over. Jaeger, hello, hello, how are you? How are you doing? And that's okay. You would like to hang out with someone who matches your antics. Yeah, like I feel like it's maybe it's because I met most of them or all of them in the beginning of streaming, so I feel like they have been with me since the beginning of like my quote unquote streaming career. So they kind of know me from the beginning. So it's easier for me to just like randomly like talk about things with them. Um but like I feel like if I meet someone new now, like we might click as being like, oh yeah, we have similar things. I feel like there's always gonna be like a weird um invisible barrier for me to be comfortable talking to them like freely. I feel like there's always gonna be like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't say this kind of thing until like maybe I get to know them really well. But it's also really hard because like everyone's always so busy, so there's not a lot of time to actually get to know someone. So yeah. So I feel like meeting more people will be fun and getting more people to like collab with would be good, but it's also like hard to actually call them friends, I guess. Like new people. Like I can freely say that Nothing, Lily, and Babs are truly like friends. Like I consider them like friends. But like I feel like if I meet new people, it'll be really hard for me to be like, yeah, I'm gonna randomly call you up and talk about the most randomest thing and not feel like, I'm like bothering you kind of thing. Uh I say, there are definitely worse collab groups out. Mm-mm-mm. It's a shame we're all so busy. That is true. I wish that there was more time that we can do more collabs together as like a group. It would be nice. But it's like everyone's always so busy that we can't really do it. Mm. Are we though? Are we? Oh, maybe it's a one-sided thing. Oh my god, I'm just so delusional. I'm like the I'm like those delusional ones. It's like, oh my god, we're so friends now. And then Lily, Babs, and Nothing are like in their corners, like, oh my god, this girl is crazy. She thinks we're friends. It's like, girl, you need to, you need to check yourself in a mental hospital. Like, girl, chill. But no, I truly do think of them as friends. Hopefully they think of me the same way. Maybe I'm delusional, but from how I communicate with them, I feel like it's mutual. Who knows though? Um, I have to go. Hopefully I'll catch the end of the stream later. Yeah, thank you for dropping by, Kizaru. I'll be yapping for a bit, so if you do end up coming back, that'll be cool. If not, enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening, and have a wonderful like Friday. My latest crime is walking past the slime at the Dollar Tree and not buying not buying the dollars with me. The slimes they saw, they think I'm the problem. I need a timeout. What's your most current? I don't feel like I should be saying anything. I feel like, I shouldn't be airing out any possible crimes that I might have committed. Sorry, but I'm actually only friends with. Oh, wow, Nothing. I didn't know that you were so exclusive. Whoa, okay, I see. I see how it is. I see who your bias is now. So what's new? How have you been? I've been good. There isn't anything new. I feel like every week is just kind of the same old me just yapping about random things. and, you know, going down rabbit holes, and then you guys sitting here confined, having to listen to me talk about the most unhinged things. So yeah, you guys been stuck with me for who knows how long, and you'll probably be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. You might end up be being immune to all my unhingedness and be like, yeah, that's just Astra. I feel like that you guys already are. I feel like every time I say something like slightly unhinged, you're like, yeah, that's just the usual her. Don't worry about it. Mm. Astra yapping throws throws a baguette. Me distraction. Hey, baguettes are really good though. Not gonna lie. Every time I go to a grocery store and I go buy like the bakery section, and they always have like the freshly made baguettes. I'm like, maybe I should just buy one. What am I gonna eat it with? Who knows? I can just probably just eat it as is. I'll be fine. I feel you about meeting new VTubers though. I don't feel the real need to reach out to people constantly either, but that's also just the type of person I am anyways. I really want to be able to actually be around the people I want to call friends. Yeah, I think it's also hard too, because with everybody in like different time zones and everybody having like different like real life commitments, it's really hard to be able to find people that you click with, but also they're kind of in like the same time zone / like they're able to stream around the same time as each other kind of thing. And it's also really hard because sometimes when you watch someone stream like once or twice, you think that you will click with them, but then it ends up that you don't really. I think that's another issue that I'm like worried about. It's like reaching out to people and like at that moment you think that you guys would like click, and then you find out later on that you don't, and it's like that awkward situation where it's like you have to find things to talk about, but also you can't be too weird. You don't want to be the weirdo that says something and then they give you the side eye and slowly they back away, you know? There's like a fine line between like, you know, being yourself but also containing it enough that you don't scare the other person away. Same old Asha. Yeah, you know, just the same old girl that talks about the most unhinged things. Don't worry about it. That topic will pass and she'll talk about something else that's like slightly less unhinged. Oh, baguettes are too dry and hard for me, but they're so good though. Not gonna lie, they do. Damn, they're kind of hard sometimes, but then they're just like. Maybe it's just when they're like freshly baked that they're really good. I don't know. The time zone kills me the most. I know. I feel so bad for you, Nothing. Every time we stream, it's always you're always like the one that's the super latest for you. Time zones, the worst. Oh, a baguette grilled cheese is good. Add bacon. Oh, that sounds really good too. A smoked salmon croissant next. Oh, smoked salmon by itself is actually really good. Just kind of eating it by itself, and with maybe a little bit of cheese and stuff is pretty good too. We're just like talking about food now. Oh, a baguette with butter garlic would taste great. Oh, butter garlic is the best. But at the same time, it's so deadly because you can't stop eating it. Kiana, hello, how are you? Happy anniversary, thank you. How have you been? Hopefully you've been well. Um, yeah, not until they can until they can't escape. There are definitely times that I feel my filter wants to slip off completely. I have to catch myself. Yeah, I feel like that's me too. Sometimes I think it's like you always need that one person in the group that tells you, okay, you pull it back a little bit. Don't say that. I feel like Lily's the one in the group for me. I say the most unhinged things and Lily's like, okay, no, no, no. You pull it back a bit, pull it back a bit. I'm like, oh yeah, sorry. I feel like I'm slightly a brand risk sometimes. But the things I say, I feel like, yeah, slightly brand risk. But, you know, it is what it is. I try. You know? I'm not getting any younger. True. Sometimes I randomly uh see who's like live at the moment randomly, and then there's some VTubers that I catch their streams and I feel like they're like really young because like some of the things they talk about, I'm like, that's I okay, and I feel like yeah, I feel like they're like really young when they talk. I'm like, yeah, I definitely feel like if I ever did a collab with them, I would not be able to understand half the things they say. I feel like I will literally be the old person babysitting the like, I don't know, like a 18-year-old. I don't know if I can. I feel like my sass will come out, and I don't mean to be mean, but sometimes I catch some streams and the things they talk about or like situation based that they're in. I'm like, I don't think that's a big thing to cause a uproar about, but maybe it's just a me thing, you know? You're auntie now. I feel like if I'm like, yeah, with someone like super young, I will feel more like a grandma than anything. Pretty sure there was cream cheese in the the salmon croissant sandwich I had. It was loaded so pretty much. And the only thing I added was avocados are great though. Avocados by themselves are good. Too bad they're so expensive. Slightly, yeah. What do you mean? She's always been auntie, basically. We love eggs. I feel like it's a fine line in itself. Happy 4th anniversary. Thank you, thank you. How have you been? I feel like I've seen you before, but since your name is not in English, I can't differentiate. So if you've been here before, I'm so sorry that I don't remember. I'm sorry. But thank you. 4th anniversary. Thank you, thank you. How have you been? Gabon? Is that how you pronounce it? Hello, hello. But yeah, I've been doing this for a while. You would think that I would get used to this by now, but no. It's still every week it's like, what shall I stream this week? What shall I call me Anderson? Ah, okay. That's probably better. But how have you been, Anderson? But yeah, every week I'm always like, what shall I stream? And then there's all the time. Never know what we're getting into. Never prepared. I feel like that's my signature. It's like, I haven't prepared anything, so we're just gonna wing it. And then it becomes very unhinged. Like usual. Alright, I'll go rest now since I also work. Oh, Wait, you also worked 11 hours today. Happy 4th anniversary. Thank you. Yeah, go rest. Oh my god, I can't believe you worked 11 hours. I'm still surprised that your brain is still functioning. I would have been like dead. But yeah, nothing. Go rest, go rest. Thank you for dropping by and chatting for a little bit. I first saw you in 2022. Oh my goodness, that's like such a long time ago. Oh, it's been a while. Hopefully. I feel like even in 2022, ooh, I don't even want to say this. Like, have I changed much? I don't know. Who knows? I feel like I have become slightly more unhinged, but who knows? No family Paul. Yeah, my brain is fuzzed down. Yeah, go rest nothing. Enjoy your night. I'm taking lessons in university now. Wait, are you Shogun? I think it's because you changed your profile picture. So I usually base people if their names are different. If your profile picture stays the same, then I can somewhat differentiate who you are. But if like both of them are you are Shogun. Okay. Okay, now I know who you are. Because when you said university, I'm like, wait. I remember someone saying that they were going into university and they were learning English is what I remember. I changed my picture. You did. That's why I'm like, I feel like I know you, but I'm not sure. But yeah. See, I remember things sometimes. It depends on when my brain decides to remember things and when it doesn't. He probably changed his name too. Yeah, the thing is that it's like sometimes even if you don't change your name, YouTube changes it and then it just throws me off because it's like I don't know who you are anymore. Because it's like I base you off of like your profile picture and then the name that I've been calling you for like who knows how long. And then if like one or the other changes, I'm like, okay, I don't know who you are. But yeah. Oh my goodness. I don't change my name. That's what I figured. Cause I'm like I don't have a lot of viewers who have like non like English character names. But when it does show up, I kind of remember like, oh, it could potentially be this person. But then I don't want to accidentally call you by a name that you aren't, you know? It's kind of like when you meet someone new and then they introduce themselves with their name and then you totally forgot their name like within an hour and they start talking to you again and you don't want to call them by like a, you know, a random name that you think they're called and they're not, you know? Total embarrassment right there. So if I change to a Trent monster, there's a chance you wouldn't notice. The thing is, like, if your name stays the same, then I assume that you are that person. Because what's the chances of another person called Space Root, you know? But it's like if your name is different and your profile picture is different, then like, you know? We should all change our names and don't, if you do that, then I'll be like, yeah, it'll be the most awkward situation ever. Because I'll be thinking, it's like, whoa, there's so many new people here today. What happened to the usual people? They must be busy today. Sure, I'm getting all of these like new people in. Yeah. And then I'll be like trying to start like trying to put out like a good first impression, and then all of you guys are just laughing at me because you're like, "Ha, she doesn't even know that I'm so and so." I'm pretty sure if I change my name or picture, you have no problem knowing me. I think it also based on like what you say, because I feel like sometimes some of you guys have like a particular way of like typing or like the things you talk about that it kind of slowly clicks with me to think like, oh, it could be this person. But yeah, I feel like if you change everything, it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna think that you're a whole new person. I'm like, hi, how are you? Um, I feel like I've grown because I can understand English better than I used to. That's good. That means that your the effort you put into learning is paying off, which is good. Because I do remember you saying in the beginning that you were watching my streams because my English is easier to understand because I do speak a little bit slower. So I do remember you saying that in the beginning. I'm glad. I'm glad you're able to like, you know, see the fruits of your effort. That you get to understand more English now. All right, bet no. If you all do that, I'm be like, yeah, I don't know who you are. Slow, yeah. No, I do speak slow compared to a lot of people. I think it's my cadence, the way I talk. Unless we get into some crazy like I feel like there's some topics where I do speak a little bit faster, but usually this is like my tone of voice most of the time. Asher can play guess the viewer? Oh no. I feel like I would fail that real quick. Oh my god, if everybody used the same profile picture, yeah, then I'm really screwed. Because I'm be like, I don't know who you all are. You all can be just one person just trolling me right now. And I wouldn't even know. But at the same time, think about if I actually got it right. That would be a little bit too parasocial, don't you think? Instead of me always advertising about not being parasocial, in reality, I'm the one being parasocial. Oh my god. What a curveball that would be. But in all honesty, speaking of like my cadence of how I speak, I'm really tempted to like grab like a bit of like the April Fool's stream that I did with everyone in Celestia, and show it to my sister to see if she can pick me out of like the four of us, to see if it's actually just the way I talk. Because I'm like really curious, because everybody was saying, oh yeah, we knew it was you because of like the way you talk and your cadence and whatever. I'm like, I wonder if my sister can like pick me out. But then it's also, I don't want to show her the stream. Or even part of it, because it's like low-key kinda embarrassing. Since my siblings don't really know what I do in my free time being a VTuber, so it's kind of weird. What is pure social? Yeah, I don't know that word either. What is it? Yeah, that would be weird and creepy. I know, right? In all honesty, sometimes I feel that it's also really weird that I can pick out who you guys are, though. I don't say it, but sometimes I weird myself out because I'm like, oh, I know who this person is, randomly. You're gonna dock yourself? I know. Well, my siblings know that I do this, but they don't really understand what VTubing is. So, like, they know I stream, but I don't know if they understand the concept of streaming, you know? I feel like if I showed it to them, they'll be like, what the hell? This is what you do in your free time? You basically roleplay as another person on a stream with random internet people? Yeah, that would be an awkward conversation to have. Oh, just like saying that out loud is kind of like, how would I even answer that? Like, yes? Um, just say you're a a puppeteer. True, but I feel like they still wouldn't understand it though. I'm like, my English is very good. Why don't I understand? It's just how I speak. I'm sorry. It's my Canadianness. I apologize. If you don't know me, I would be surprised. I feel like it's because I feel like it's because like I don't know. Creamy, I feel like it's like maybe it's the way you type or just like your profile pictures. I don't know why, but yeah, I can kind of pick you out most of the time. But I don't want to say 100% of the time because I feel like I'm not that accurate is what it is. But they don't know you're Astra, right? I just think you're a streamer. Yeah, like they don't know like my YouTube account. They don't know like names and stuff. But they do know that like I stream. Like, okay, I don't even know if they know the concept of streaming. They know that I just talk to people on the internet for like 4 hours. 2 days in a week. Like, I don't know if they understand what streaming is. They're very much normies in the sense that I don't even know if they know what Twitch is, in all honesty. So, they're very much not into, like, the internet stuff. So, yeah. So every time I talk to them about, like, oh yeah, about, like, oh, I have a collab with people online, aka like Lily and Nothing and Babs, they're like, what do you mean you have a collab with people online? So you're talking to random people? I'm like, yeah, like they're like my internet friends. I'm like, are they real? I'm like, they are real people, thank you very much. I think my siblings also think that I'm actually talking to like, I don't know why, but they're like, are you sure they're actually who they say they are? Are you sure that they're not like some like old dude using a voice changer? I think they've been watching too many like TV dramas of some sort where it's like, you know, crime documentaries where they're like catfishing people. But like every time I say something like that, they're like, are you sure that they're real? Like, are you sure they're real people and they're not like someone trying to like rope you into some like crazy cult? I'm like, no, they're fine. I feel like if anyone's gonna rope anyone into a cult, it would be me doing that instead of but yeah. I doubt, but maybe one of your family members would know it's you. That's the thing. I'm curious. There was a slight scare because my parents don't know anything about this. There was one time when I went to my parents' house, and yeah, I told this story before to some people. I don't know if everyone was there, but there was that one time where a lot of like corporal VTubers were doing advertisements on YouTube. So like, you know, their ads will come up in between like videos. So my dad was just watching YouTube and all of a sudden a ad came up for, who was it? I think it was for Idol. Back then when Idol was debuting like one of their groups, they had a really big campaign of like doing advertisement. So one of their advertisements came up, and then my nephew, because my nephew sees like my model and stuff, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, so that's cool. But my nephew basically ran up to me really loud. It's like, oh my god, that's what you do. And then my dad was like, what does he mean this is what you do? There's an anime character on the screen. And I'm like, Dad, don't worry about it. It's nothing. He just probably saw me watching a anime is what it was. So my dad was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But it was like, oh my god. In that moment, I was like, oh my god. My parents are gonna know that I do that I stream as an anime character. Oh. But yeah, that was like the low-key scare that I had. Um, Busy, hello, hello, how are you? Chad, I have to come clean, I'm an old man. Oh, so you're one of those people, I see how it is. You are the true leader, basically. Slowly trying to convert everyone. I use the same app when I change my picture. The same app each time. I really like. Uh, do you speak the slow during collabs? I'm curious if they would be impatient. I feel like I speak the same way. I don't think I speak any different in collabs. This is like my usual speech pattern. So, yeah. I don't know. It depends on what games we're playing though. I feel like if it's more a high intensity game, I do get, like, I do speak, faster. Obviously for scary games and whatnot. But usually this is my normal tempo for my speech. That's right. I'm an old man, and in my heart, I yearn for the day I can yell at people to get off my lawn. That is if you can afford a house with a lawn. That is a big question here. In this economy, you're lucky if you can even afford like a small apartment. But yeah. So I'm curious about that. Maybe when I have time, I'll cut out like a bits and pieces of that collab and then see if my siblings can know who I am. But yeah. What else do we want to talk about? There's no planning in this like anniversary stream. I was gonna do a lot of reminiscing, but there's been like each stream is so unpredictable that it's hard to reminisce about any of them. Because each stream is its own chaos of itself. I get a square of turf and lay it somewhere close enough. Just lay it on like the sidewalk. Just stand at the corner while like putting your little square of turf. And when someone steps on it, you just, whack them and it's like, get off my turf. Get off my lawn. That would be funny. But yeah. I still can't believe I've been doing this for 4 years. Doesn't feel like it. In all honesty, it doesn't feel like I have been doing this for this long. It doesn't even feel like this year has gone by that fast. Like it's already the end of April. It's like, wow, this year has been flying by pretty quick too. But yeah. I don't want to get too sappy because I feel like, you know, I get like this every year when like anniversary comes around. Yeah, anniversaries and end of the year is when I get really sappy about like my quote unquote journey as a streamer and like, doing this stuff. But yeah, definitely I say this all the time. It's like I never really thought about doing this for so long, in all honesty. So yeah, 4 years it's surprising me. Too bad there's no follow age command. You can see how long we have been. Oh, that is true. We did that a couple months back. Ooh, we could. I feel like what is it? I feel like YouTube only does it by year. I don't think they do it by like months. But we can, let's see. I have to get to that section again. YouTube has changed their like formatting, so I have to figure out which section it's in now. This one, no. This one, no. Ah, maybe it's over here. Ah, there we go. I can't believe I'm so old that Pragmata wants to make me. Oh my god, I've been watching people play it. Diana's so cute in it though. I feel like no matter what, even if you don't like children, it just kind of gives you that fuzzy feeling when she pops up on screen. Sunny, hello, how are you? On your 4-year anniversary. Thank you. How have you been? What do you do in your free time? Ooh. I don't really have much free time in all honesty with like working like a 9 to 5 every day. It's like my free time is literally kind of slowly planning for streams, like making my oh my god, I can't speak. Making my stream schedule and then like doing thumbnails. And then when I do have free time lately, I've been really into Arknight and Field. That's why I've been playing in my free time lately. But yeah, I don't really do much. I'm a very much a boring individual. Which you'll be surprised with, like, all the things I talk about on stream. But I'm like, in like my downtime, I'm fairly boring. I only saw reactions on Pragmata, but yeah, it's a good game. It looks really fun. I've been watching a lot of people play it. Oh, and anyways, I'm getting distracted. But we can do the little game of how long have you been subscribed to me? Let's see. Oh, we can do custom. Oh, months. We can do you want to start with the oldest time or the most recent one? Should we start by 4 years? I feel like there's probably only maybe 2 people that are 2 years right now in chat. Or yeah, for 4 years, give or take. Everyone else is probably, I feel like a little bit less than 4, like 3.5. Because I feel like a lot of you guys found me around like the 6 months mark with like me playing Pokemon, I think, for some of you guys. And then a lot of you guys are probably within the last 1.5 years. I feel like some of you guys are about like a 1.5 year mark. Boring seems a bit harsh. It's more like simple, ain't it? I feel like that's the thing. I feel like a lot of streamers. Okay, in all honesty, I feel like for you to be a streamer and be quote unquote slightly interesting, you have to be not normal in some way. Because then if you were normal, you wouldn't be as entertaining. But yeah. But basically, I feel like in my downtime, I'm so much of an introvert that I don't really do much that is different. Oh yeah. Um I forgot how I got here. I feel like a lot of you guys caught me when I was doing either Minecraft, which was I have never touched it since. It's either Minecraft, Pokemon, or Xenoblade. I think those were the 3 series or situations where I got a lot of people to subscribe in the beginning, early stages of my quote unquote career. Raccoon, hello, hello, how are you? Happy 4-year anniversary. Thank you, thank you. Gotta say, what an honor to be on this journey with you. Appreciate this. Yeah, thank you for, sticking with me for so long. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for always dropping by in your, when you have time and stuff. I really do appreciate it. Yuhara, hello, hello. How are you? It's been a while. How have you been? Are you okay? What do you mean? I forgot how did I get here too. That is true. I think Nai got here with Pokemon. I do remember that nothing got to my streams because of Xenoblade. I know that. Palm, I think Palm got through with Minecraft for sure. Because the first couple of streams when I was doing Kirby, there wasn't a lot of people that I see as often anymore in stream nowadays. I'm pretty sure it was a collab, but I can't remember with who. I'm good. Happy anniversary. I'm glad you're doing good. I don't think it was even... Oh, it has even been 6 months for me. It's low-key like just started to get into a long-running show at like season 13 or so. I know, some of you guys are fairly recent. From what I remember, I feel like it was because of raids. I feel like raids from who? I need to pull up my subscribe list. Sorry, give me a second. I feel like a couple of you guys might have dropped by because of Nyx. Because I know Nyx did a couple of raids into my stream, which is really cool. I feel like a couple of you guys found me through her. A couple of you guys probably found me through... Who else? Oh my god, my list is so long. I have to scroll through. Who else? Who else? There's a couple of people. I found Astra. Oh my god, you've been keeping count. That would be crazy if you did. Because of a raid of a which is so crazy when you think about it. I think Red told me about it. Yeah, I know a couple of you guys came through from Red. I did a couple of streams with Red in the beginning. So yeah. Oh, Nolia, yeah. I feel like a couple of you guys were from Nolia too. Yeah. Um, I think I dropped by when you were yapping, and I find it funny with you babbling with your chat. Yeah, some of you guys caught me when I was just like yapping away about random things, which is kind of crazy because like I feel like that's like the most unexpected time to be like, yeah, I think I want to subscribe to her with her just yapping away. I think one of the streams that nothing came in was he was expecting a Xenoblade stream, and I only played that game for probably 20 minutes. And then I spent the next like 3 hours just yapping in a field. Like the game was open, but the character wasn't moving. I was just talking the whole time. Yeah, which I find funny that after that stream, he's like, yes, I feel like I want to subscribe to her. Um, um, that's actually, that is the actual day, is it? That's kind of crazy. Red 2, yapping, like it's a ranked game, basically. Which is hilarious, because nothing brings that up all the time. Wouldn't trade the yapping for anything. That's the thing, you guys say that, but sometimes I feel like I go so, like, left field with the things I talk about. Like, we're not even staying on, like, a certain topic. We're, like, literally everywhere. I feel like when I'm like talking on in my just chatting streams, it's like I have like mad ADHD of some sort. Because we're like jumping from so many different topics, and then we just round back to like the first topic again, like randomly. You can't spell Astra without the yapping. Oh no. Without yapping in the middle, basically. It's funny because it's like Astra was coined by Babs. If you have been here long enough, you would know who Babs is before Babs has become Babs. But yeah, it's kind of crazy when you think about it. It was either a collab, raid, Batsu, or just a game, just gaming. Oh, Mim was also did a couple of like raids in, so a couple of you guys might be from her stream too. To be frank, I'm imagined if people wanted to watch Xenoblade only, they'll watch it play. That's what I think too. But maybe some people, they just like people's reaction to it, especially if that's like a game that you really love. You want to see like people's first impression about it. But yeah, that was Carker. How did you know? We can't talk about that. It wasn't even a stream of yours. You were in chat. Oh, with Red, and you told us to not act insane because you were dropping by. Yeah, that was in like my early career days, because I know that Red was the first one to drop by one of my first like streams, which was really weird because I wasn't expecting it. And then yeah, he just started showing up to a lot of my streams afterwards. Yeah, and he was like the first collabs I did, which was surprising. I'm surprised I didn't find you through me. Yeah, well, the thing is that I only know, like, I think you're the one who recommended her to me, Nai. In all honesty. Do you sing? I don't, sadly. Oh, I do have a cover, though. I do have a cover with everyone else in Um, Celestia. Let me pull that up for you. I'll put it in the chat. I don't know if you can pick up my voice in it. I'm not a singer, but it was something that we really wanted to do as a group. So so we did a cover of a song. So that is the cover. Feel free to listen to it if you want. I am not the strongest vocals in it, but I am there. Have you ever had a viewer go just play already? Oh, not a first time viewer, but like, you know, people as in like a joke. There's always that joke because I always do like a little bit of like a just chatting in the beginning of the stream before playing the game. And sometimes those chats end up being like an hour long. So then there's always people are like, so where's the game? When's the game happening? It's me. Palm, I didn't want to call you out, but it's since you're, you know, since you're putting your hand up there. But yes. It's usually Palm. Palm's always like, you know, this is supposed to be a gaming stream, not a yapping stream, you know? Oh, there was multiple raids that stream. Did I? I'm going to say I don't know, in all honesty. Cause I think I remember seeing her stream here and there. But it's like I kind of catch like the VODs for hers. But I have never actually was able to go through her like live stream. I don't know if like you introduced her to me or if I already knew of her beforehand. I don't know. 4 years has been a long time, in all honesty. Everything is like meshing into one. I remember I had to look you up as he was nice to you. And that was that time. That was the beginning. It's funny because that was like the first time interacting with Red. So I feel like maybe it's just like first impressions has to be good. But afterwards, like getting to know him and doing collabs with him, then it's just like all filters are gone. But yeah, that was a interesting time. Okay. Thought you have come across toxic viewer. Oh no, there have been, but I wouldn't consider them like viewers because they were mainly like kind of like one-offs. Because they come in and say something and then they're just gone afterwards. So it's like, yeah, you get those here and there, especially in the beginning. The beginning was really I wouldn't say tough, but you are more conscious of like everybody in stream. So you always get like the one troll that pops in and says something. But then I feel like I'm also pretty good with like not engaging with those individuals. So it's like I was kind of fine with it because I think with like having experience working in retail, you kind of have a tougher skin, so you don't take everything as is. But yeah, no, definitely in the beginning it was a little bit like, whoa, okay, I guess there's people like that, but it hasn't been like that in a while, which is good. I feel like YouTube has been a little bit better now, because in the beginning there has been like a lot of bots too with like random things, but now it's been good. I signed up for gameplay and got chatting instead. Yeah, it's like clickbait. You think you're gonna watch like, you know, a streamer play your favorite video game? Nah, you just get the streamer yapping away with the video game in the background as a backdrop with like, you know, the music and everything. So it's technically not really clickbait because the game is playing in the background. So, you know, loophole in itself. It's in Japanese. Can you speak Japanese? I cannot. I have like basic Japanese, as in if you watch anime, you pick up basic phrases in Japanese, but that's it. Like I can read that. That's saying konnichiwa. So I can like pick up basic things, but it's like I cannot read it. Rhombus! Hello, hello. How are you? How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Twitch has bots. I feel like, yeah, Twitch, okay, in the beginning, before even starting streaming, I was kind of debating if I should start on like Twitch because doing research, funny enough, before even starting, I did so much research about like streaming in general because I had no idea what like how to even begin. But like I did research about it and they were saying that if you're on Twitch, you'll quote unquote grow a little bit faster because there's so much more people on Twitch just looking for like live streams to watch. So then I was thinking about that and then I opened up Twitch and then I got too intimidated. So then I'm like, I'm just gonna go with YouTube. There is less things I have to think about. You know, there's like less things in chat that I have to worry about and I can just be like, yeah, I can just talk to a camera and try not to be awkward is the goal. But yeah, in the beginning I was thinking of being a Twitch streamer. I'm glad that I didn't because I feel like Twitch, its environment is so different from YouTube and I don't know if I can handle that crowd. Top 5 Twitch stream hacks you might not know. Yeah, basically. It's like things not to do as a streamer or whatever it is. It was actually hilarious. If I can actually I wish I saved like my my history of like what I was googling in the beginning because it was the most like stupidest things googling. A lot of it was like a lot of back end things. It's like, oh, how do you even start it? It's funny because I started researching all of that after I got my model. Because you would think that I would like research all of that before commissioning like a model and you know everything. No, I got the model first and then everything else is just like, well, I have it now, so I guess I have to commit. But that commitment took 6 months, which is hilarious. Oh, I'm pretty good. Just woke up from my nap. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully your nap was really nice. You being awkward is the charm? Is it though? Is it? I feel like sometimes it could be a little bit more of like, oh my god, this girl is so like, just get over your awkwardness. Stop being so weird. You know? That kind of vibe after a while. Twitch would eat you alive. I feel like it would. I think that's why I got so intimidated by it. Because mentally, I already knew with like my mannerism and like how I act, I would be eaten alive on Twitch. I feel like the Twitch chat community would have eaten me alive. I would have been, yeah, I wouldn't have lasted, if anything. Especially in the beginning. Like, when did I start? 2022? Something like that? I don't remember. I guess I can subtract it from now. Like 4 years. Yeah, so 2022. Yeah, it would have been different. I feel like they were more like savage. Maybe now, okay, no, maybe now they're even worse. But anyways, I wouldn't have survived. In another life, we would have had a Twitch Astra. I know, it's funny because I do have a Twitch channel. Never used it. I think I opened it once to watch someone on Twitch for probably 5 minutes, and then I never opened it again. So in all honesty, if you go to my Twitch channel, my description and stuff might have been like the description I had in the beginning. I have never touched it since. I don't think. So if I have a description there, it might be like right when I opened it. So it might be the worst description of who I am. If you were a Twitch streamer, you gotta change your hair color to purple. I know, right? To be more like ad friendly for Twitch, so Twitch can see me more. It's like, look, I'm on brand. After a while, I imagine it will filter itself out. True, but then that's like you have to tough it out, right? I don't know if I would have been able to tough it out until it filters its way through. I remember you being so soft and shy and melt. Yeah, that was the beginning. Because it's like the beginning part where like you're like the awkward transition of like, I don't know if I'm doing this right, and trying to be comfortable talking to yourself out loud. You know? I feel like after a while, you're just like, screw it. You know, it's fine. But in the beginning, it was like low-key stressful. I do say this a lot, but in the beginning, before going live, I would have like a mini like freak out, because it's like, oh my god, like, am I gonna be able to talk? Like, is it gonna be like this weird awkward silence in between? Because it's like, when I was doing research, I was looking at like, you know, VTubers who just started, you know, go through like, oh yeah, look, these people just debuted, and then I click on like their like the stream after their debut, and it's very much like them playing the game without talking, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know if like I didn't want to have like that awkward like silence, you know. But then I was also worried, it's like, what if I really don't have anything to talk about? So it was like a mental gymnastics for like, I want to say the first maybe the first 4 or 5 months. It was always like the stress of that, and then it low-key kind of like, it kind of got better. Now I don't really think about it at all. Literally, I just like, I just meander my way to my PC, click the go live, and I'm like, okay, just filter is gone. Let's just yap away about stuff. But in the beginning, it was like low-key stressful, because I'm like, oh, I have to think about things to talk about. Like, what if I have nothing to say? So yeah, the first like 4 or 5 months was like rough. But then afterwards, it got better, because then it's like I ended up getting more people, like 1 or 2 people in stream most of the time, so there's at least someone there that I can kind of bounce ideas from or like talk to, which was nice. But yeah, in the beginning it was like high stress of like, what if no one comes? What if I have nothing to say? There's no point of talking if there's no one in chat. But then it's also, you don't want someone to watch the VOD and it's just like you staring blankly at the screen while playing a game. So yeah. Green screen here. So you can run ads on 24/7. Oh, think about the profits you will have if you did that. I'm pretty sure I called you princess back then. You fit the vibe by then. Now you're slightly unhinged queen. I know, my true colors are appearing compared to in the beginning. Yeah, it would be awkward if you were quiet. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's also what kind of freaked me out too. Because, um, from the way I talk on stream, you wouldn't think it, but in like daily life, I don't really talk a lot. Like, outside of streaming. Like, I only talk when I need to with like when I'm working and stuff and like when I talk to family. But it's like I don't go out and like randomly talk to strangers. You know how there's always like the small talk when you're like walking and like, you know, randomly you see people and you like have a conversation with them? No. I'm like a true introvert that I don't really talk much. So it's surprising how much I talk on stream. It's surprising that I can go like 3 hours talking on stream about random things. But in like real life, I don't really talk. But yeah. Wait, I got one even better. Unhinged banana. You're never gonna let that go, huh? After I said that I'm like a banana, it's never gonna leave. IRL streamer in another timeline. I don't know if I would ever be IRL streamer though, or even like a face cam streamer. I think the reason why I'm even streaming is because that VTubing became a thing. Because before VTubing became a thing, it never crossed my mind to actually make a YouTube channel and like stream or do content creating. I feel like saying content creating is like, what's the word? For what I'm doing, I don't feel like it's really content creating because it's like me just going live and just being like unfiltered. Well, I feel like content creating has to be more well thought out, and it's actually more of like planning it and editing it kind of thing. But you know, content creation in general. But like I never really thought about it until VTubing came around and I'm like, oh my god, this gives me a excuse to play video games and not feel bad about it. It kind of it allows me to block off time in the week for me to play video games. And be a cute anime character. You know? It's like two good things all into one. I just need to be able to talk. That was like something that I was like, I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it ends up, you know, it worked out in the end. Your fault calling yourself that? That's the thing. I thought it was like a normal thing to say. Apparently it's not. Zula, hello, how are you, Zula? No one knows the banana joke. That is true. Okay, for the people who don't know the banana joke, I was talking about how I'm like a banana. If you guys have been here long enough, you would know that I am Chinese. So the thing is that I talk about being a banana because I'm yellow on the outside, but internally I'm very much white. So in the sense of like, I look Asian, but then my mannerism is very much of like a Western influenced individual is what it is. So if people who don't know what the banana term is, that is what it is. It's funny because for some of you guys who just came in, yes. So I've been using that all my life with like friends as a way to kind of say, you know, that's just how I am. I'm so westernized that, you know, my ideology and stuff is very much Western. But apparently that's not a normal thing for people to say. So yeah. So that was like a that was a it opened my eyes to something new. Wait, you're Chinese, you didn't know that? Don't ask me to say anything in Chinese because I'm too whitewashed. I'm too Western to speak. I can, but you know, anxiety of trying to say anything on the spot. Oh, and I tried to keep that away for a long time, but I don't think it really helped because my model kind of gave it away about low-key my ethnicity, but I was hoping people wouldn't really think too hard about it. And in the beginning, okay, in the beginning, I was trying to pronounce Gurngxi or Jiangxi very like white. So then people wouldn't think that I would be Chinese. And then it just I always had to like pause and think because I'm like, wait, I can't say it this way. I have to say it more of like in a Western, I can't speak Chinese way. So yeah, every time I had to introduce myself in the beginning as a Gurngxi, I had to like pause and like, I'm a Jiangxi. So it was like a slight delay, but yeah, it was hard in the beginning. I don't know when it stopped, and I'm just like, screw it. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, no. I'm Chinese. I don't know if you guys picked it up or anything, but yeah. That was also an interesting thing. In the beginning, I was trying real hard. Who doesn't want to be a cute anime girl? I know, right, Space Ray? Why won't you want to be one? What the F? What? What do you mean? I never heard of that. Oh, she can't read. Yeah, I can't read Chinese. Sadly. It's like, hold up. Holding up, I'm Chinese. I'm basically. Okay. That's the thing. I never really thought about it until afterwards. I'm like, yeah. Like, there was no point of hiding it because it's like, I'm clearly, my model is kind of signaling it, but who knows? I'll say Gong Hei Factor. It's a little bit late for like the New Year's greetings, but yes. But yeah, it was funny. Now that I think about it, I was trying to hide so many things and then it just never worked out because it got to a point where it was just so stressful of me trying to like remember everything I said that I'm like, okay, no, this is too hard. My brain is not big enough to remember all of these like things that I'm trying to keep up with. Sky Breath, hello, how are you doing? How are you? But yeah. What else can I talk about of early Astra streaming days? Yeah, most of you guys, well, some of you guys would know this already because I said it like last time too. But yeah, I basically sat with my model for 6 months before actually starting to actually stream. So this is why my anniversary and my birthday are in the same month because that was when I plucked up the courage to actually start streaming. Because yeah, I had my model since September. I want to say September. And then I didn't start streaming until like April. Yeah. Yeah, so it's about like, oh yeah, it's more than 6 months. So yeah, I sat with this model for, yeah, about 8 months. And it's funny because like I want to say every other week I would open up like the rigging program to just look at the model. I'm like, oh my god, this is so nice and whatever. I just look at it and yeah, that was it for 8 months. Oliver, hello, hello. How are you? Like 6'7". Yes, like 6'7". But yeah, so it's kind of funny when I think about it. And then it's kind of interesting because I think everything happens for a reason too. Because I think if I didn't start when I did, I wouldn't have met Lily. Yeah, I wouldn't have met Lily. And low-key wouldn't have met Babs before Babs was Babs. But yeah, like think about it now. It's like if I didn't start when I did, I wouldn't have been able to connect with Lily because Lily started streaming a month after me. So Lily's anniversary is next month, and I only remember this because I remember having Twitter conversation. That was the time when I haven't even had a direct link to Lily. It was low-key through like Twitter comments. It wasn't even through DMs. Which is kind of crazy when you think about it now. But yeah, that was when Lily reached out. In a way, it's like, oh my god, I'm excited for your debut. And then, yeah, kind of thing. Oh, reminiscing. You should have kept a notebook with all the things. I know I should have, but then at the same time, I'm not much of like a person who jots down notes. Like, you know how some people keep like diary entries and like they like journaling? I hate that. I hate journaling. Because it's like I never know what to write onto paper. So it's like, So, yeah. But I low-key kind of wish I did kind of even just jot down like my feelings at the time. All I know is that I was a ball of stress and nerves for a while before I got a little bit more comfortable. And I guess more comfortable and more confident of like being able to be like, yes, I'm confident enough to know that I can stream for 4 hours and be okay. You know, and be quote unquote entertaining enough. Like I'll have like things to talk about, or like I can talk about random things, you know? I thought you were American. I was trying really hard in the beginning to be American. But afterwards my Canadian my Canadian accent came out, I guess. Is what it is. Sounds like being a VTuber does require you to be socially online to a point. Yeah, which is hilarious because I wasn't really online before VTubing. Like I didn't even have like a Twitter account. So that was a new thing. I didn't even have a Discord. Surprisingly enough, I only opened a Discord because of like, okay, because Google told me, because all VTubers need a Discord. And because of like collabs and stuff. But yeah, before that I actually didn't have a Discord. Because every time I talked to friends and stuff, it was through like my phone. Because we all live in the same city, so it's like I don't need a different way of communicating. Which is kind of crazy now I think about it. I was very much a normie before VTubing was a thing. Because I feel like that's how you form a community and find some more VTuber friends. Yeah, definitely you have to be more willing to put yourself out there, especially in the beginning, where like you're trying to find people who are experiencing what you are going through at the moment. Because I feel like being able to connect with people who are going through the same process as you are makes it easier to have people to talk to when you have like issues. Because I think that's why me and Lily also really connected, is because we both debuted around the same time and we were both experiencing like the same things in the beginning, which was nice to have someone to even kind of like low-key talk about. It's like, oh, are you having this type of issue with like your streams, or are you having like these individuals in chat that are like being a little bit like rude kind of thing. So it's nice having someone there to be going through the same thing you are, so you're not alone in it. Um just like she never writes down on her notepad in her phone, she'll never write down anything. The thing is, it's funny because every time I say I'll write something down, I do, and I never look at it ever again. Like, I have so many notes in my phone, but I haven't looked at them at all since the day that I'm like, oh, I'll write it down in my phone, and then it just sits there forever. Your motherland kicked in and said, screw it, we stick to Canadian. Basically, it's hard. I think it's also in the beginning I was trying really hard not to say A, because like I used it a lot in like normal speech. It was just part of my communication. And then I think in the beginning of streaming, I don't know if I apologized a lot randomly on stream. I think I must have, because I think when I ended up saying, yeah, I'm Canadian, a couple people in chat were like, yeah, we kind of figured you were. Trauma bonding, and that was basically it. Trauma bonding is a way to make friends, apparently. Watch, it's hundreds of notes of random stuff, basically, just like everywhere. Yeah, you did. Did I apologize a lot in the beginning? I feel like I did. Yeah. I feel like I should rewatch like my first 2 streams, not including debut. We're not watching debut. I can't sit through that. But even trying to watch through like the first 2 streams would be like an eye-opening thing, because it's like, oh, what did I even talk about and everything. Yeah. No, we gotta watch debut. I haven't seen it. No, that is next year thing. I feel like that's a good 5th year anniversary kind of thing, where it's like that's when you've been streaming long enough. Like that's the age of someone going to school. I feel like that would be the best time to watch it, and me just dying. Old VOD react. I know, I think I did that for like 2nd anniversary and it was already really bad. But seeing it after like 5 years or whatever would be interesting. Not a lot, but you did apologize a few times. Yeah, I feel like I did. I know that I still do it sometimes here and there, but not as often anymore on stream. I feel like I don't even say A anymore on stream. Maybe I do, and I just don't think about it now, because I'm more like comfortable with just like normal yapping. But I know in the beginning I was very conscious of it. Ooh, I don't know if I still do this a lot, but I probably do. I do remember in the beginning of streaming, I always said like a lot. Like after... like in that sense. But in the beginning, it was every single sentence I had to have the word like randomly put in there. So I don't know if it's better. It might not be. But, you know, in the beginning, I was more conscious of it. Now I'm just talking. Oh, you don't say hush you anymore. That is true. I don't say that anymore. In the beginning, it was a lot. But I think it's also in the beginning, I was very much of like, I was very much of a um reading every single comment, and even if it was one that was a little bit of like, oh, you shouldn't have typed that in chat, I would just be like, oh, hush you, kind of thing. But now it's just like, I just kind of take it as is now. I think you get to that point where it's just like, oh, okay, you're going like that now. Okay, I'll just be super offended now. Instead of trying to be like, oh, you just, whatever. I'm like low-key offended now when people say anything. Um, I didn't know you being Canadian was a secret. I thought it was a bit you did. No, in the beginning I was trying to be um like everyone else, I guess. Because I think in the beginning, not a lot of people really talked about like being Canadian as a VTuber. I think it's because most of them were American in general. So it was just kind of like, oh yeah, just go with the flow kind of thing. Hmm. Hushu was popular. It was. Bring back the Hushu? No. I'm too much of like a, oh, okay, you're gonna say this to me now. If anyone gets a Hushu, you, you should be honored. Yeah, it's like a rare thing now. And it's funny because like with streaming, it actually, you guys pointed out like a lot of things that I do that I didn't notice I do. It's like when I do the kind of thing. When I like, agree with things, or like I just need to whatever. I didn't notice that I do that a lot, but apparently I do. I still don't know if you can speak French. I can't. Sadly, I'm in that part of Canada where French was not like a criteria. The only thing I know in French is because I took one French course and I needed to know it, because if I didn't say it, I could not leave to use the restroom. That's like the first thing you learn when you take French. So yeah, that's the only phrase I know in French. Everything else is like, I don't know. Sadly. You finally recorded yourself? Did I record? I feel like every stream is just like a recording of what I do now. But yeah, I never noticed it until you guys pointed it out. Because like no one says anything to me in normal day life, but maybe it's just part of who I am, that it's just how it is. No IRL, no. Will I ever record myself in real life? No. Oh, and then doing the first hand cam stream. That was stressful. I haven't done a lot of hand cam streams for normal, for our public streams. I've been doing a lot of them for membership. But I should probably do a normal hand cam stream for the general. But yeah, in the beginning that was stressful. And now I'm just like, whatever. I think I got to a point where it's like, yeah, I don't need to wear gloves anymore. I can't do anything when I wear gloves. You guys can just see my pale hands. It's fine. Wait, do you say washroom or wash closet in Canada? We say, depending on what it is. Washroom and restroom. We interchange it a lot depending on like how we feel. Bathroom is only used for like when you're in a house. But when I'm going out and stuff, it's interchanged between washroom and restroom. I don't use bathroom unless I'm inside a house and I'm like, oh, can I use like your bathroom? because there's a bath in there. But yeah, when I'm out and about, it's usually washroom or restroom, interchanging. It's all for members. I know, right? I'm like, uh, I'm monetizing it. If you want to see my hand, you gotta join members. Yeah, you want to see... Oh, I didn't even read that yet. You said it before I did, Crow. Are you mono? No, I am bilingual. I can speak Chinese. I just don't do it as often. Like I talk to my parents in Chinese. But besides them, I don't really speak to anyone else, like with my siblings and stuff. So I'm slowly losing it, but I have enough. I still have enough of it to be able to have like a decent conversation here and there. She's comfortable with her skeleton hands. Yeah, what's wrong with them? Paywall. Yeah. Oh, that's the word. My brain was like slowly dying. I was like, oh, what is the word for it? That's how we do this. This is how you can quote unquote make a living as being a streamer. That's when they bring out like the big guns. It's like, oh, if you want to see something crazy, it's paywalled with like $1,000. That's a little bit too much, you know. You want to see feet pics? $1,000. You're not gonna see feet pics. I'm not. No, that's not my thing. But you know, some people, it could be a possibility. If you want to see masculine hairy hands, sign up. You're giving false promises, Palm. Hush. Only hands. Oh. Yes, basically. Oh my god. You want to see crimes? Like, nah. We don't advertise that. That's in the fine print within the fine print. Okay. We would still like to be seen on YouTube, is what it is. But yeah. I can't believe Astra's a 610. If only. Maybe. At the same time, you never know. What if right now I'm using like a voice changer? In reality, I am actually a dude. Like, have you ever thought about that? Maybe I am. Which is funny. What if that's actually the case? You can't expose me yet. It's not time for that yet. A fanboy. Actually using an AI filter. See? I've been using it since the beginning. You wouldn't even know. I wouldn't mind. But it's funny though. I feel like, yeah, with like my tone of voice, I can probably pass off as like, you know, as like a like young child of some sort. But do I want to do that? No, because you might attract weirdos and interesting individuals, which I don't think I want to have. Yeah. What else can I talk about in the beginning? Yeah. Basically, the beginning, the first couple months, Astra was high stress the whole time. I'll makes the voice a bit deeper and slower, and you're just another Valorant e-boy. I know, right? As long as this Valorant e-boy doesn't get exposed for things, you know? Uh, Hombo, hello, hello. How are you? Happy 4 years. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, you come in swinging, I see. But hello, hello, how are you? Oh yeah, and then there's those situations. I think that's another thing that's a slip up. Okay, for people who don't know about the homo milk situation. Okay, I have to explain this to you. Okay, so in the US, you call milk that is 35% fat as whole milk, right? But in Canada, we call it homogenized milk. But Canadians are too lazy to say the full word, so we shorten it to homo milk. Is what it is. It's not being anything like derogatory or anything. It's literally what we call homogenized milk or whole milk. So I think I had a slip up once and I said that, and then someone in chat was like, what the hell did you just say? And I'm like, crap. I'm not being mean, but this is what we call it in Canada. So it's a slip up. So I had to go through like a whole like explanation about why it's called homo milk. But yeah, no, in Canada, if you say that, if you go to a grocery store and it's like, oh, where do you have the homo milk? The cash, like the worker there will be like, oh yeah, it's over here. Like you don't think about it as anything but like homogenized milk or like whatever. So yeah, I didn't really think about it until that time. But yeah. It's something new for people who aren't Canadian. That is a thing. Homo milk made from cows. Surely there's another chatter that don't know and just went with it. Probably, basically. I think after I said it, I had to explain myself because I caught myself afterwards. Because I'm like, oh, yeah, that's not a normal thing outside of Canada. Homo milk is crazy hearing it for the first time. Yeah, for people who haven't heard of it, they will do a double take and be like, what the hell is this? So you have other milks in Canada besides cow milk? No, it's just a different percentage of fat in the milk. You know how you have like 2% milk where it's only 2% fat in the milk and whatever, and then you have like 1% and stuff. But like with whole milk, with like the fattiest type of milk, which is like what, 3.25% or whatever, we call it like, yeah, we just call it homo milk or homogenized milk. We do have other types of milk, but I don't drink any other type of milk because I don't know, I don't like the taste of it, so I'm usually just yeah, like a dairy cow milk. And like, you know, alternative things like oat milk, yeah, and almond's not my favorite, but yeah, there's that. I'm not even surprised that people would go ballistic over that. I know, and it's funny because it just slipped my mind because it's just a normal thing to say in Canada. 2% is less ghee milk. Well, what do you guys call 2% milk then? Do you not just call it 2%? Because that's what we call it in Canada. We just call it 1% and 2%. Oh yeah, we do call it skim milk sometimes. I wouldn't like the taste of either if I found out you gave me homo milk. True. If I said that to someone, yeah. The reduced fat, yeah. And what was another thing? Oh, I was having a chat with like Lily and Nothing about what are they called? Colored pencils. So in the US, you guys call them colored pencils, but in Canada we call them pencil crayons. And then normal crayons are just crayons, but like the colored pencils, we call them pencil crayons. So yeah, that was another thing. That's why there's like slight words and stuff that like I think it's normal, but then chat will call me out on it because it's like not wax crayon. No, they're called pencil crayons. Which never kind of like I never really thought about it because everyone I know are Canadian, so we always just called it that until yeah, I said that once to Lily and Nothing, and they're like, what the hell is that? I'm like, what do you mean? It's a pencil crayon. And I had to describe it to them, and they're like, oh, you mean a colored pencil? I'm like, oh, I guess that's the same thing, you know, whatever. Oh, and then chicken burgers. Lily was like, what the hell? Why are you calling it that? Instead of, what are they called? What do you guys call it? A chicken sandwich. You guys call it a chicken sandwich even if it's in between a burger buns, which I find it weird. Because it's in burger buns, so it should be called a chicken burger. So, yeah. I don't understand that at all. Like, no, it's in between a burger bun, so it should be called a chicken burger. But yeah. Okay, chicken burgers make so much more sense. Yeah, see? See? Like, why would you call it a chicken sandwich if it's not in between two slices of bread? Like, you know, normal flat bread, and it's in between burger buns. Why? Is it hard to find a job in Canada being Chinese? No. I feel like it's normal. But at the same time, I would say I have like a very much a professional job compared to like just like any retail or like what is it, food related job. It might be a little bit different, but I don't think so. Chicken burger. Yeah. Oh, and then what was it? My bagel. You guys said that I say bagel weird. So yeah, there's that. That still throws me off. I still can't pronounce it the way you guys want me to pronounce it. It's just how it is. Oh. Is hot dog a sandwich? Oh, and we're not going down that rabbit hole. You hear science? You see it? Like the vlog from... Yeah, I remember you showing me the video of it. And I'm just like, but that's how you say it. Don't say it again. Why? It's called a bagel. That's what it's called. I don't even know how that conversation came up. I think I was randomly talking about it, and then I don't know if it was Nai. It might be Nai who called me out in chat. It's like, that's not how you say it. I'm like, what do you mean that's not how you say it? So yeah. There's certain words apparently that I pronounce differently. It's a charm point to pronounce it like that. Service industry anywhere looks yeah, I feel like anything that has to do serving, it's like a really hard job because people can be jerks. Cream cheese or butter? Always cream cheese. Butter, well, like butter's okay, but if I had to choose, it's always has to be cream cheese. Herb and garlic is my go-to. Um, it honestly sounds it honestly like the sound of it. It just makes it seem like, hey, we just milked some cows today, but all the cows were male. And you hand me a bottle and I'm like, that's not milk. Oh my goodness. Don't think about it too hard. Don't think about it too hard. She's a cheese gal. Yeah. Cheese is great. I'm glad that I'm not lactose. Because being lactose would suck. Not being able to eat cheese or ice cream or like anything like that. It's like, oh, you're missing out. Oh. Okay. People are home, so I might need to mute the mic here and there. But it's like, how long have I been chatting for? 2 hours? That's a good... See, this is a nice chat we're having about random things, reminiscing about, you know, when I was trying to be normal in the beginning of this career, and now I'm just like, yeah, this is me. Deal with it. I should probably drink more water. But yeah. The good old days, yeah. The good old days when I was quote-unquote somewhat normal. And now I'm just like, whatever. Yeah, things like Canadian homo milk. You're never gonna let that go now, are you, Kobo? Oh, I do not like cream cheese. Blue cheese, when you just put... Oh, I don't like blue cheese. Blue cheese is too weird for me. If I'm not mistaken, she talked about her obsession with dairy. Sorry, give me... What? Sorry, what? Excuse me? What do you mean? What? Excuse who? What? What? Forgive me, it just sounds so gross. Oh. Wait. Huh. Blue cheese? No, I can't eat it. It's a smell. It's the smell of it that I can't get over. And like the taste. Okay, and the taste. I tried it once, I didn't like it, so I haven't tried it since, but yeah. Afterwards, it's like, yeah, no. I might need to end stream, in all honesty. Because I think everybody is home and it's low-key getting a little loud. This is why I started streaming a little earlier today too. I was hoping to get more time to chat with you guys. But this is you know, a nice like in between. Also, it is a Thursday, so it's probably most of you guys have work and stuff tomorrow. So this is probably a good place to end it. Thank you, Risha. No, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for, you know, taking time out of your day to be here for my anniversary. It's really nice seeing a lot of you guys that I haven't seen in a while. So thank you guys for taking time to, you know, drop by, especially for today on such a special day. I really do appreciate it. Nice to meet you. See you next time. Yeah, thank you for, you know, giving me a chance to yap and, you know, sticking for so long. I really do appreciate it. Family stream time. Yeah, I gotta at least keep this secret a little longer. Good time to introduce it. No, 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 no. Not happening. Not happening. Uh, that's fine. I can sleep instead. Yeah, sleeping is important. Thank you for your stream. No, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for 4 years. I'll try to catch streams more often. No, thank you for being here. And you know, if you can, that'll be great. But I also understand that, you know, everyone has like real life things to deal with. So even dropping by to just say hi here and there, I really do appreciate it. It's always nice seeing you guys, but please don't feel like, you know, you have to like rearrange your schedule to be here. Like I understand and everything. So thank you for dropping by in your free time. I really do appreciate it. Rest well, Astra. Have a nice night. Watch out. You're never gonna let that go, huh? Oh my god. I will. I will. I'm just, you know, chatting a little bit longer. But yeah, anyways. For people who are in members, I do have a membership stream tomorrow. So, you'll see me then. If not, I will be streaming on Saturday. So, we can chat more then. I promise it will be a little bit of chatting, but more of like playing Xenoblade. I promise. Banana members. But yeah, okay, I'll release you guys now. Everyone be free. Enjoy the rest of your night. I think Lily is streaming later today. Babs is streaming right now, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, Babs is streaming Digimon. So if you guys aren't tired yet, go check out Babs' stream. But yeah, if anything, I'll see you guys tomorrow or the day after. But alright, goodbye everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking with me for 4 years. I really do appreciate it. Oh, Rob, thank you for the 20. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, no, thank you guys for sticking with me for 4 years. If you guys only found me recently, thank you for giving me a chance. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for giving me thank you for being in my community, I guess. For letting me just be free to chat about like all my random like obsessions in life. And being okay with listening to my random obsessions and weird quirks I have. Yeah. I feel like I should have did this in the beginning. Besides, like, well, I'm not doing this now when I have to end stream, but yeah, I'm being a little bit more emotional. I think this is the best time because I can say it and be gone. So, we're not too sappy. But yeah, no, thank you everyone for sticking with me. Thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you for being part of my community. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. I don't say it often enough on stream, but yeah, without you guys, I wouldn't be streaming for as long as I have. So yeah, thank you guys for making it such a wonderful place. And making it a place that I look forward to being, or look forward to chatting with you guys every week. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna go now. I'm being too sappy. All right, goodbye everyone. Have a wonderful good night. Bye. Goodbye. I should end this before I start, you know, being all sappy and crying. So yeah, thank you everyone. Have a wonderful good night. Bye.